Okay guys, I will explain to you. This is the life raft when it is inflated. Okay? But you see, this life raft is no longer in good condition because the roofing is already detached from its main unit. Okay? This has become an open life raft. But it is not how it was designed. It is covered with roof, same like roof. The material is also same like that. This is no longer fit for using it, okay? But demonstration, this is how it may look like, okay? And this is the deflation button. If you believe that the air pressure inside the lower chamber of this life raft is over, you can deflate it by pressing it. Kita na ni pag-deflate ba si kiganta. Okay? So ang painter niya ang painter niya for writing it up. Ara man sa dalom ang ini siya mga grab lines ni siya so that if the life raft has its full capacity inside, the victim has something to grab on so that he will not get far away from the life raft, okay? Yeah, this is what we call a grab line. Yeah, this is a grab line. Okay, let us proceed to the lifeboat. Class, I was not able to go through that area because the door was locked, but I believe in this position we can still have a good view of this open type lifeboat. This is what you call an open type lifeboat, and the davit is gravity type. As we all know, the gravity type davit will be launched by the weight of the lifeboat itself. Now, assuming that we have already released all the lashing wire, look at that wire, that is the lashing of a lifeboat when it is in secured position. And you see that blue rope, blue nylon rope, that is what we call a trashing pendants. Okay? When it is released, when you are already in the water, you may detach that shackle from the hook, the last link. Yeah? That is what we call an enlarged link. You can detach that by pulling a pin. So I could not get through that area, so I could not explain furthermore. You see there an oars, bugsay. Okay? Or locks. Dugay niya. Okay? Kita mo na ang rope na. Once the lifeboat is being lowered, the person inside of that boat has something to grab on. Okay? The trashing pendants, the lashing, lashing, and this forward line and the aft line. It is also used to keep the lifeboat stable, okay, and it will not go further away from the vessel until such time that all crew are already on board that lifeboat. Okay, this is a gravity type davit. Now, in this type of lifeboat class, this is what we call a totally enclosed lifeboat. It is still the same. It is also launched by the gravity of this, the weight of the boat itself. It will be launched. So we will go down and I will explain furthermore how to launch this totally enclosed. Almost the same. Okay? Almost the same. So this is the mechanism on how to launch the lifeboat. Assuming that we have already released all the lashing. So this is where is the lashing? I don't know, but it must have a lashing. This is the brake, okay? This is the brake. When you pull it up, it will release the brake. When you push it down, the brake will be activated. Okay? And this is connected to the brake, so that when you are inside of that lifeboat, you can still release the brake. Okay? You can still release the brake even though you are inside. Okay? You can release also the brake when you are outside by this lever. And by the use of this one, you can also release when all the crew are inside. Let us assume that this, I saw now where is the lashing. This is the lashing of the lifeboat. It is already released. Okay? The other one is also here. Okay? So this one is for securing, it will automatically detach. Okay? Dapat dira nanda siya gamuna mo. Upo di so. Yan. Okay? Amo lang ang mechanic function na sina. Once it is lowered, you will touch this one. You see? And then it will release. I will show you, class, what is called the harbor pin. Okay? Those are the harbor pin. Harbor pin are installed, originally installed when the ship is docking in the port. You must install those harbor pin so that the boat will not accidentally be launched when the vessel is in the port. Okay, because there are a lot of incidents, reported incidents, that the lifeboat were accidentally launched within the port area. So the designer have installed the harbor pin. But in reality, harbor pin are installed when you are also sailing. Okay? But the main purpose of the harbor pin is to secure the davit when the ship is in the port. Okay? But for an extra precautionary measure, the seafarer would always install the harbor pin. Always install, whether the vessel is sailing or in the port. Okay? And this is also the box for generating this motor to heave up the lifeboat. And once it is heave up, when it reaches the limiter switch, it will automatically stop. It is because to protect the wire and the electric motor of this boat. So what we do next? We will take this out, okay, this lever, and put it here, and then we will manually turn clockwise or counterclockwise, I don't know, maybe clockwise, okay, in order to put this davit into secured position. Okay, so we will proceed to the firefighting equipment. So class, pagili class, just right besides the firefighting equipment, no, this is what we call a fast rescue boat. A fast rescue boat is equipped with an outboard engine. Okay, this is an example of an outboard engine fitted to the fast rescue boat. The fast rescue boat is being employed in an emergency situation, like for example, man overboard. If the sea condition allows, we will be using the fast rescue boat. But sometimes, fast rescue boats are used to pick up provision. As long as safety is being installed in each operation, why not? It depends upon the discrepancy of the master. Okay? It is also operated manually. Manually operated, there is no pneumatic connection nor any electric connection. Manually, it will manually turn and it will manually be lowered down or heave up. Okay, this is a fast rescue boat. We will proceed now to the firefighting equipment. So class, before you will come on board, you will have a training which is called basic training. And this specifically area is where we used to train to combat fire in an enclosed space. Two teams are being required, one for cooling and one for the attacking party. This is what you call class the fire hydrant, okay? This is fire hydrant. They are painted usually red. And this is the fire hoses, huh? Thread type fire hoses. So once you will be securing these fire hoses, the thread must be always protected. Make sure that the thread is being coiled inside, huh? Inside, just like this, inside sa sulod siya. Okay? So that the thread will be protected. Okay, pakita ko tani sa inyo. I would like to show you how to coil and uncoil, but I am doing the video alone. No one is assisting. But I will try my best, I will try my best to fix my mobile phone in a very secured position. Wekik, maguba niya. Okay, mayuman. Ayos ah. Oh, katiga. Class, katiga. Yo, katiga lagi dyan. Oh, tiga-tiga lagi dyan kelas ya. So class, okay class, in theory or in practical, all the female coupling must be secured in this manner. Ha? Para sa susunod permi, this is what we call a double coil. Okay? Ang single coil naman, ang inisya, para sa sunod. Wala na siya ginpilo. Okay? You start coiling directly. But I did it the single coil. The double coil. I will not be showing you. You just try only to imagine a double coil or the single coil. Okay? Ang single coil, you coil immediately. No need na i-turn into half mo pa. Divide it into half. Okay? Just try to imagine that. This is what we call the double coil. Ang isa ka-coupling niya already. Hindi ko makakas. Oh my God. Okay? This is the double coil. Ang single coil naman, manotice mo, ang iyang coupling, di isa, ang isa yung coupling, di sa guwa. Make sure ang guwa, muna ang female. Ang sasulod, amo ang male. Okay? Kaya muna yung penetrate siya, muna yung thread. Okay? This is one way of coiling your fire hoses. And to launch this hose, I must have a very good angle to that, so that I will be presenting it to you the proper way of handling or launching the fire hoses. Okay? You do like this. Okay? You stand on this position. When you stand on this position, you make sure you are holding this one. Okay? So that it will not damage. God, it's so hot. In it, you do like this. And the hose will be uncoiled rapidly. Okay, kita nyo? And then you run. You run. You run to the area. You run to the area attaching already the fire nozzle, and then you open the fire hydrant, and you start now extinguishing the fire. Okay, we will go to the fire extinguisher. Class, in addition to that, this is also called a raft, no? So our vessel is also equipped with this raft, but this is not used for mainly for life-saving equipment, but it is used for painting, for cleaning the hull of the ship. Okay, this was never been a part of the life-saving equipment, but it can be, but officially we are not using this one as part of the life-saving equipment, but it has a lot of purpose. Okay, when it comes to cleaning, painting the hull of the vessel, if the regulation allows that. But today I don't know if you are allowed to paint, whether an anchor or in the port, you are allowed to paint. But as far as I know, you are no longer allowed to paint outside of the vessel, especially the ship's hull. Okay? And let us proceed to another flotation device, which is what we call the life ring or life buoy. Okay? This is used to protect the user from drowning. It has a very buoyant capacity. Okay class, this is one of the example of a fire extinguisher. So the parts of the fire extinguisher is number 1, this is the lever of the fire extinguisher. There is what we call here a safety pin, so that you cannot release the fire extinguisher accidentally. There must be a safety pin here. And the category of this one is also labeled, and how to operate the fire extinguisher. This is the nozzle, safety pins, and back in nozzle to base. squeeze the lever. This is the lever, and this is the container, and this is the gauge. If it is level recharge, so this fire extinguisher is already empty. Okay, and the category of this fire extinguisher must be only the weight, 9 kilos. Then chemical content, ammonium phosphate. Ammonium phosphate. I don't know what is ammonium phosphate. Maybe it is a dry powder. Okay. Dry chemical. Must be dry powder. Let's look for another one. Alright, class, oh. Let's see. This is what we call a safety pin, so that you will not be releasing the content of this fire extinguisher accidentally by the pin, and there is a seal. Once the seal is broken, it means that this fire extinguisher is already been used. Okay? And handling this fire extinguisher, you must make sure that you will be carrying on this manner. And then your left hand is, for example, your dominant hand is right. You must carry this way. Hindi mo niya. Kasi accidentally you will be squeezing this one and release it accidentally. You insert your finger here, and then your left hand will be aiming the nozzle at the base of the fire. Okay? Let us proceed. Okay, let us continue. Behind me is the fireman's outfit. Okay, this is not an asbestos suit. No, it's just maybe an ordinary but a very tough clothing used to protect the wearer from the heat of the fire. Okay, this is the lower pants, and this is the upper one. Okay, and this is the canister for the oxygen, the breathing device. Okay, there is a pressure. This is used sa mga enclosed spaces. This is primarily used. Fireman's outfit. Do you have already the breathing apparatus or breathing device? You have a very tough clothing. And this is what we call a fireman's helmet. This is not an ordinary helmet, but this is a fireman's helmet. It is not. If you look at this way, this is facing the rear part of your head. This is the facing front, which has the visor, which protect your eyes from any falling or small particle which may damage your eye. This is the fireman's boot. Okay, this is not an ordinary boot, but this is a fireman's boot. It's very tough and probably heat resistant. Must be heat resistant. Okay. Okay, let's this fire boots. Okay, you see, flame resistant, steel toe, fireproof, vibration resistant, thermal insulator. Very good. So you see, nakachamba. It must be heat resistant. Kaya basi kung malusaw ni siya. Correct? Balada. Buka bugat ni class, bugat ni susukon. Makasuksukan if you experience to wear this. Siguro you have a 1 liter of sweat going out from your body. Okay? So this is a compressor which used to recharge those breathing devices. The compressor. Hindi na siya ordinary. This is not an ordinary compressor, guys. Plus, this is not an ordinary compressor. But this compressor is used to recharge oxygen in this container. Okay, it has a very different design and a very good filter to eliminate impurities of the air. Okay, the suction, we have a filter here, another filter here, and then this is probably the final filter. and they are the air. It must have a filter also. Okay, so that's it. That is the available equipment for now. Because of the pandemic, they are doing the training online, same as we are doing also in the VMA Global College. So this is the only available equipment, but it is very useful, class. Okay, in the near future, you don't take for granted. This is may save your life. The more knowledge you gain, the more body of knowledge that you have in your mind, and you consider that as your skill, your survivability rate extends. Okay? Kung gamay lang yung nabalaan mo, ang survivability rate mo, tiyan mo man nakakalaba nga kabuhi nga i-extend mo si mo. Pero kung lawig yung nabalaan mo, until such time yung rescue is just on time, okay? Because of the knowledge which you have in yourself, you may extend your life. Kaluluoy iban. Because of their capacity to gain the knowledge of the survival equipment, the life-saving equipment, the firefighting equipment is less. So they have also less chances of being a survivor. Okay? Thank you and good luck. God bless also. Mainit. See you next time.